Good morning. This is a video to help further explain some of the Concrete5 features that weren't expressed in the last video. Specifically, we're going to cover how to upload pictures and videos from Facebook and documents. So here we go. First, we'll go ahead and start with pictures. Go to a blog page here and create a new one. We'll go ahead and delete this when we're finished here. Okay, so once your page is loaded, you'll come up here to the very top, and this is, you can add, the plus sign adds content to the page, whereas the edit mode will bring you to the same thing, but it lets you edit everything. But this, the plus sign brings you straight to where you can select your different type of blocks that you want to add. So as you can see, there's social links and forms and lists, but specifically we're going to talk about images. So we're going to grab it and drag it. I'm not going to keep this page, so I'm just going to drop it wherever I want here. I'm not really designing it. So it'll bring up a file menu here where you can choose an image. Once that loads, you can choose something that you already have on file, or you can come over here and upload new files from your computer. We'll go ahead and use the first one, Pastor Posley. And then if you want to have a hover image, where if you hover over it, it will change, just like this one changed from light blue to dark blue. It'll just change the images. So you would do the same thing, choosing an image for that side as well. Here, where it goes to the HTML, the image link will an external URL. It would be linking to something if you clicked on the image that is not on your website. It's external. And if it's another page on your website, it'll bring up the choose page menu and bring you back to the site map where you can go through and choose it. So when you click on that specific image, it'll take you to that page. The alt text, I always put something in there because it helps with screen readers, and also when you the search engines, when they're reading your page, it helps give descriptive text. So this one I would probably write Pastor Posley, and you can do the same thing for the title. A lot of times those are the same. You can also constrain the image, limiting its size. I'm not going to do that right now, but you can choose different pixel widths. So this one looks like it's pretty good to go. We're going to click add. Now it's inserted this image. It's a small image, but if we wanted to move it over here, it's kept its size. So that must be what size it actually is naturally. Otherwise it would have expanded to fill the space. So that's how you upload and insert images into your page. Now videos, I'm going to open up Facebook, since that's where most of the videos have been stored. You'll come to the video, and when you'll come up here to the top, and where it says embed, in this little it looks like ellipses menu, click embed, and it'll give you a little bit of code right here. I always click include full post, so it'll give me this information down here. So you can see the difference of likes and stuff like that, and it shows that it's in. Facebook, but you don't have to do that. It's just what I've done for the site so far. You copy that, go back over here. Now I'm going to add an HTML block because that was this HTML that we copied from Facebook. So we're going to add that somewhere, wherever you want it to be. Now I'm going to paste all that info. It'll look crazy if you're not familiar with it, but once you add it, you'll see that it automatically shows up. That's a pretty big video for the sidebar, so it probably belongs in the main content. So now when you click this, it'll play the video. Oh, I'm in edit mode, so it won't, but once you save it, then you see it'll link back to Facebook and everything like that. Now to upload a document, I'll go ahead and go back to the add menu. Let's see, file. Say you have a PDF or a Word document or something like that. Drop that. You're going to choose your file. I don't believe we have any files on this site right now, just images. So we're going to upload something new. It'll just be something random from my computer right now. All right. Here's a PDF. So now we're uploading it onto the server. You'll see right here, it was a design proposal I was working on. So we're going to click on that, and it'll insert it here. Now say, you're going to choose whatever you need. This just happens to be what I have on my computer right now. And now you'll see design proposal right there. If you want to make that text a little bigger, come into this menu. Now, this isn't the prettiest page, but hopefully it shows you how to do what you're trying to do here. So now when you click on design proposal, it'll display the PDF in your browser. You could also click, when you uploaded this, to force it to download, but I didn't do that. I don't like forcing things to download, because once you're in here, you can choose to download it without it being forced to. So that will cover videos and pictures and documents. Now resizing the name logo to make it bigger. Yesterday I went in here and I had to edit some of the CSS. Wait for it to load. Now if you're not familiar with CSS or HTML, I wouldn't mess around on a live site. That's something you should do when you're learning, not on the live site. So I went in here and changed some of the things to make it a little wider. I'm sorry, a little high. I increased the height. Let me get out of here. And at the same time, I extended these borders all the way down so that they would reach the navigation bar, and also mess with the margins right here so everything's aligned like it was while increasing this. Now if you want to change the image, you'll go into edit and edit the block. And I've increased the max height here to 180 pixels. but you can upload a new image. I believe I set everything to 160 pixels, so I could put 160 and it probably wouldn't look any different here because of what I did in the CSS. But that's something I'll probably have to help you with. But editing the images, you can do that just using the edit menu. And I've increased this height right here to, I believe it was 120. I believe it was 120 and I increased it to 160. But if you need that any wider, let me know. We do have to keep in mind that all of this is responsive design, meaning when you go into your phone, you want everything to line up. So I had to put in a media query so that when you're looking on your phone, things weren't out of alignment. Now, see, this is if you turn your phone upright like you're holding it, or if you're watching a movie, you'll turn it on its side. It'll just show you the different views. It gives you a few different options. And a 5S iPhone is pretty small, so it's probably one of the smallest. So you get an idea of what it'll look like on the smallest phones. And then you want to see what it looks like on a tablet. We'll go to the home page here. This is a neat little feature in Concrete5. It doesn't always work as it should. The mobile preview. See, right now it's not showing me everything I want. I believe I'm still in edit mode, so it looks like I'm trying to edit while on a tablet. So it looks a little weird, but you get what I'm saying here is how these things are aligning. So you don't want to make it too big, otherwise the logo here will span all the way down, and it'll push this link and this link all the way down. So we're already at half the page. But those are just things to keep in mind with the size of this. So we'll get back out of this preview. And there you go. If you have any other questions, just let me know and I'll be happy to answer them. Thank you.